What's going on, guys? Brooks Anderson here, bringing you another video today. Just got back from Lake Lanier, fished for a few hours before that big hurricane. Had some awesome prefrontal conditions, caught a giant bag of spots of 23 pounds. If you are interested in getting out on the water on a guide trip, I'm starting to fill up those dates for October, so definitely check out my website down below or shoot me a message on Facebook and we'll get you a date scheduled. If you're actually not able to get out on the water with me on a guide trip, check out my account on Fish Tips down below. It's an awesome platform where I get to guide you virtually, give you all my locations, baits, techniques, everything we would do traditionally on a guide trip in a virtual setting. Super awesome platform. If you can't take a day off work, you want to be dialed when you do hit the lake on the weekend, I would highly recommend checking out some of my reports on there. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into it. Have some awesome fish catches from the day. And really, I threw out a couple nuggets throughout the video, so definitely watch the full duration of it. And at the end, we catch a 5, a 4 3/4, and another 4 3/4 all in a row. So definitely some really cool stuff at the end of the video. And I do apologize a little bit for some of the wind noise, but towards the second half of the video, the wind kind of dies out and the audio gets a lot better. But definitely appreciate y'all watching. Leave a like and subscribe if this helped you in any way. We'll see y'all on the next one. There we go, guys. Got a big one hooked up on the Fluke right here. Nice spot for sure right here, guys. There we go, guys. Nice 4-pounder right there. Start the day off. Absolute freak show right there. Beautiful spot. It's all pretty good school out there at about 100 feet. Do that Fluke over. Like that one. We'll go ahead and throw that one on the scale for y'all real quick, but definitely a 4-pounder for sure. Beautiful spot. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and zero out the bubba right there. Awesome fish coming in at 4 pounds, 2 ounces, a little bit over 4 pounds. We'll go ahead and let this one go. Very next cast, got another good one on the Fluke. Oh my gosh, it looks like another 4-pounder. Absolute giant right here. There we go, guys. This one's not quite 4, but definitely a nice 3 3/4 right here. Okay, guys, go ahead and add that one to the bag. Another one, very next cast on that Fluke. Awesome spot right there. All right, guys, so we just caught those 2 pretty big ones back to back on the Fluke. I'm throwing that Fluke on the spinning rod. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all my setup real quick right here. So I've got that cast X12 braid on a 3000 size Stradic, 852 NRX Plus, then just got a worm hook right there to my Fluke, so nothing crazy on that side. Running a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, but a huge thing to this fluke fishing is getting that bait past those fish before you start your retrieve. It really helps up your odds of getting those hookups when you can get the fish in the back of the school to come up before just hitting the ones that you land on. So definitely try some of that X12 braid. Get your bait out there a little bit further, and you'd be amazed how well you can catch some extra fish that you never would have caught. But definitely that's my fluke setup. Let's go ahead and keep running around. Oh my gosh, that was so sick, guys. It's a big one right here. There we go, guys. There's a 5-pounder. Absolute giant on that fluke. That's an unbelievable fish. That came and blew that fluke out of the water a couple feet. That was incredible. I mean, absolute freak right there, guys. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and throw her on the bubble right here. I think she'll go over 5. There, guys, she weighed 5 even. That's a giant spot right there. We got 17 pounds on 4, so definitely some pretty good ones today. There we go, guys. Got a really big one on. Another nice 4-pounder right here. There we go, guys. Another stud right there on that fluke. Probably a nice little 4.5 right there. Absolutely chewing out here. Another break. Big one. There we go, right there, 4 even. Puts us at 20 pounds. Awesome day out here. We got 20 pounds, 6 ounces with a 3.3 right there. We can try to call that one out and see if we can't get up to that 22-pound mark. Alright, guys, I kind of want to take a second and explain what I'm doing, and I'll just show y'all a bunch of fish catches. I'm setting up on some shallow humps and points. These clouds have these fish kind of dispersed around the brush piles, so I'm making really long casts with that fluke. And with the conditions today, it's not taking much to get those fish to come up, so I'm kind of just reeling it across the top, and those fish are almost hooking themselves with that spinning rod we just talked about. But definitely an awesome day. If you do see some clouds in the forecast in the next few weeks, I would strongly advise going out here. Those are some of the best days in the fall. These low light rainy conditions, it's not always the funnest to fish in, but definitely can provide some of the best fishing. We're gonna get back after it. There we go, guys, just hooked up on Topwater. Seems like pretty good fish. Another nice 3-pounder right there. On that top water, they're absolutely chewing. All right, guys, just got that nice 3.5 right there on the top water. Pulled up to the brush pile, didn't see very many. Started kind of panning around with the live scope. Saw a big group on a ball bait. Threw that top water over and got those fish. But definitely a low pressure day. Sticking with that bone color is pretty loud. Just something they can see, something I can see, and really get their attention. But that bone color has been pretty consistent for me today. So we'll try to get back in there. There we go, guys. Very next cast on that top water. Got another good spot. There's actually a couple striper with this one, but we got the spot luckily. This one's a little bit bigger than that last one. Not quite 4, but definitely another awesome fish. There we go, guys, right there. Awesome spot on that top water. Go another 3.5, maybe 3 3/4, but awesome one right there, guys. There we go, guys. 3 casts in a row with that top water. We're hooked up again. There's no real true big ones on this spot right here, but definitely another upper 3. Not quite 4, but there we go, guys, right there again, choking that thing. Another nice big spot for sure. This one's kind of skinny, but definitely 3.5, maybe pushing 3 3/4. Another good one. Guys, we just hooked an absolute giant. It's a really big one. Oh my goodness. Another 5-pounder right there, guys. Stay on there, girl. Stay on there. Check that one out, guys. Another 5-pounder right there on the Fluke. Absolute freak. That's a giant right there. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and throw that one on the Bubba. Five even, puts us right at 22 pounds. Awesome fish, guys. There we go, guys. Another giant one on the Fluke right here. Oh my gosh. This might be another 5-pounder. This is unreal out here today. Definitely another 5. That is crazy. There we go, guys. Maybe not quite 5, but I don't know. We'll throw her on the scale. That thing is an absolute giant right there. Thing is a freak show right there. I'll go ahead and drop that one on the scales. That one's definitely going to put us at 23 for the day. Hey guys, got the scale zeroed out. Not quite 5, 4 3/4. Yep, puts us right at 23 pounds for the day. Awesome day out here on Lake Lanier, catching some absolute giant spotted bass. We'll go ahead and let this one go. Guys, we just hooked up on another big one right here. It's another 4-pounder. This, I don't even know what to say right now. This is unbelievable. This one might be 5. Oh my gosh. That was not quite 5, but 4 3/4 all day long. I mean, this is unbelievable fishing out here, guys. Got that magic swimmer choke. Awesome fish. Go ahead and let that one go. It's another freak right there, guys. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up today. Unbelievable day out on the water. Caught a ton of fish, probably caught 35 or 40 on pretty much everything. Caught them on Flukes, Topwaters, caught a few on the OG, caught them on a magic swimmer. It was unbelievable. These fish were chewing in a way I haven't seen in a long time before this hurricane. Our best 5 ended up going 23.5 all spotted bass. I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but unbelievable day. If y'all are interested in getting out on a guide trip, I'd love to have you out on Lake Lanier this fall. Some unbelievable fishing coming up in the next few weeks. So if you want to get on the calendar, definitely check out my website down below. And if you're not able to make it out on the water on an actual guide trip, check out my fish tips. It's a virtual guide service where I give you all my patterns, locations, baits, everything we would do on a guide trip in a virtual setting. So definitely don't miss out on that if you're interested in seeing how we're catching some of these giant bags. So we'll see you all in the next video. Appreciate y'all watching.